Okay.
Looking better. Oh, there we go. Live now.
All right, guys. We made it on live finally. We had some technical difficulties going on here, but I got it handled, and I'm excited to start off the new show, the fishing report, right? We're going to talk about fishing today.
Yes, we are.
So, there's never a good reason why you're late to anything, of course, but today, since we're talking about fishing, there's actually a really good reason. My guest today is late because he was fishing. He got home late. He literally just walked the door from fishing. We've got AJ from Colorado Fisher on the line right now. AJ, what's going on, man?
Hey, not a whole lot, man. I've never ran faster in my entire life in my car to meet you, man.
What do you do? I mean, like I said, there's never a good reason, but there's one good reason right there, right? You're fishing. It must have been good.
I should have chosen a closer lake than Chatfield.
Yeah, it happens. You got to go where the fishing's good, though. Real quick, I wanted to just call out some people that are in the chat here. We've got Thin Blue Diggers 5.0. Their first one's in. Andrew Fishman. That's a new channel. I subscribed over to you, Andrew, and I'm anxious to watch your videos. Paul from American Woodland Relics. The Hunter GT. The ever-popular Lou D711. Tazzy Adventures from way down under. Tazzy's, I believe, in Australia, New Zealand, I think right around in that area there, so that's pretty cool. Jay Mart is joining us. Thanks, Jay. I know there's a couple streams going on right now, Jay. I appreciate you coming over. Jake Deal, LCC Coins, or Linking Central Coins. Sir Digs a lot. Lot of diggers here. Or hopefully we'll get some fishermen on here too. We're here to talk some fishing today. So, AJ, what have you been up to, man? What have you been doing today?
I went up to Chatfield State Park and wanted to get a fishing species knocked off my list. I wanted to catch a smallmouth bass, and what do you know? My first two fish this morning were smallmouth bass. I didn't think I was going to get into them so quickly. So that's the positive
Good.
thing out of the trip today.
Good.
Along with some rainbows and whatnot.
That's good. So the fishing was good?
It was excellent. It was hard to leave. You know, the night bite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, the night bite's good at Chatfield. For sure. I think you and I are going to get out there one night and try that too.
We have to. There's 8 inches of ice. If anyone's thinking about going out there, there's 8 inches of ice.
Awesome.
And, a lot of safe. It's pretty safe.
Good, good. So the reason I started this whole stream with the fishing side of it is I enjoy fishing a lot. I love ice fishing. I need to get better on a whole bunch of other kinds of fishing. And I just kind of want to bring this to YouTube. And I wanted to kind of bring on some prominent fishing channels on YouTube and kind of, you know, set them out there. I know that you were the first one that came to my mind when I wanted to get out there. So I appreciate you coming on. And the whole deal behind this thing is just to kind of get to know you better as a channel. This thing's going to be about you. So I'm going to ask you just a lot of questions and just have some good time. We'll interact with the chat and just enjoy ourselves here. So the one thing I wanted to talk with you about, and kind of starting from the beginning, is, you know, you personally. We see all of these wonderful videos of you out fishing and stuff, but I'd like to know just a little bit kind of about you. So, like, what kind of got you into fishing? How did you come up with that hobby?
In 2015, some guys from work invited me to Vegas State Park, which is in Colburn, Colorado, for a 3-day trip. And what do you know? There was a rock slide that had we had to take a detour. So instead of getting there in 4 hours, it took us 8.5.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then we finally arrived there. Went to sleep and whatnot. We went out and fished the next day. It was my first time ice fishing. I brought Doc Martens with me instead of boots.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't know any better, so that was horrible. But we got into, I think, like 80 fish, averaging between 16 and 18 inches, and I was addicted.
Oh my gosh.
And then I went and bought some ice fishing stuff, and
yeah,
never wanted to stop.
Yeah, and mine was kind of the same way. I got invited with some buddies from work. They actually took me out to Green Mountain, and we hiked in, and I used all of their gear. I'd never been ice fishing before, and we got into some Lakers, and that's it. Man, I was hooked right away, and you know, the rest is history, I guess. It just takes that one moment, and all of a sudden you're just like, that's all you want to do. That's all you think about. As you think about how to get better, where am I going to go? What fish am I going to get on?
Absolutely. You know, the one thing that I gotta say is ice fishing is a lot of physical work. It's not a lazy fishing style. So if you're not ready to huff and puff, you know, around the lake because you're doing so much work, hole drilling. Like the way I get into those big fish is not by just getting to my first spot, sitting down and fishing all day there. I move around. I drilled 80 holes today all over Chatfield, just to get into like 5 fish, but you know, you got to do that sometimes. Otherwise, you'll have a slow day.
That's essential in ice fishing because they do move around, and you got to move with them to find them. For sure. But so you've been fishing about like 6 years now?
6 years, yeah. Since like seriously, I've been fishing since 2015 probably.
That's awesome. How's it going for you so far? You think you're doing pretty well? You're learning a lot?
I have a lot of people to be thankful for, you know,
Yeah.
that have gone with me, and I hope I pass the knowledge to some others, but I definitely have learned a lot, and I want to take my channel a step further. I think I want to, well, not I think I am going to go to Canada probably next winter for like a 10-day trip.
Oh, wow.
I haven't decided what lake yet. I got to get the lodging situated, but I'm going to go and do that.
Yeah. Paul's telling me here that your volume's a little low. I'm gonna see if I can.
I'm sorry, Paul.
Nope, you're good. I don't think I can increase it here.
If it's me, I can go ahead and try to turn it up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how I can turn up my volume.
Yeah.
Speak louder.
Speak louder. Yeah. Yeah. So in those 6 years since you started fishing and stuff, what do you think is your favorite or the best kind of fishing that you can think of here?
All right. So for people that follow me from my ice fishing channel, I definitely say number 1 is fly fishing, number 2 is ice fishing, and number 3 is any other kind.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get a kayak and actually be able to go out further into a lake, even in summertime.
Yeah, for sure. You know, you kind of get spoiled when you're out on the ice because you can kind of move anywhere where there's safe ice at least. But once that ice off occurs and it's open water, you know, you can shore fish for, you know, on the big lakes. But man, you want to get out on a kayak, get out in the middle, find all those good points, and do all that kind of stuff. So, and then, you know, fly fishing. You're just doing that from the bank, right? From the side streams and everything.
Yeah. Have you? I don't know if you've ever.
I haven't. No, I haven't. So I'm gonna lean on you to teach me this summer.
Hey, I've taken friends out and that have really enjoyed that. A lot of time, the biggest challenge about learning fly fishing is you don't listen to your instructor. Trust me, when I tell people how to do it, they watch it on TV and think that they got the casting right, but they have it wrong. And you can even tell because they haven't caught a fish in 2 hours. And the moment they actually start listening to like how you're telling them to cast,
right?
What do you know? Fish is caught.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can always learn something from somebody. You know, especially if they've got experience. I don't care how long you've been doing it. But if you've got more experience than me, I don't care if you've got a minute more. You know, you might know something that I don't, or you've learned something that I don't. So man, you got to listen to other people. There's no place for ego for any of that stuff.
Absolutely. You know, I just when I think I know how to, you know, fish better than anyone, I pretty much get a reality check and have a day where I only catch 1 fish. So I always got to stay humble.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, what's with it being 2019, what have you focused on that you've decided is going to be the part of fishing that you want to learn the most about and expand your knowledge and experience with the most?
Uh, Someone told me I'm late. They're not in the right stream, so I'm trying to tell
Uh-oh.
them where to
Yeah,
go.
send them over.
Um, I'm sorry. Can you ask that again? I just wanted to point a person to the right area.
Yeah, yeah. Just with it being 2019 now, and everybody kind of has New Year's resolutions. What's your resolution to improve on for all of your ice or all of your fishing in general?
All my fishing in general, I'd like to go cover more lakes. I want to go more southwest. I want to go into the Rango area.
Mm.
I don't know if I have this location right. I want to go check out the Weiss Reservoir.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the places I want to go to. I've had a few people on my live streams say to come out there and check it out, and I really want to. But that is the region I want to go as far as visiting physically. I also want to go to Montana this year. I think I'm going to do a 1 week summer trip to Montana. I think that it's long overdue. I want to go to that beautiful country. As far as fishing goes, I want to get better at using bait casters. I don't know how to use bait casters, and it's almost embarrassing as someone that fishes a lot and doesn't know how to use those. So I've got a couple of friends that are willing to teach me, but that's the biggest goal: learning how to use a bait caster.
It's been rough. I had one a long time ago, and I just could not. I didn't put enough time. You kind of think it's just gonna be like every other caster that you have, and I don't know how many birds nests I got, and finally I just kind of gave up on that. So, I do know that it's a great reel, for sure, and yeah, we could all use some more experience on that. For sure, for sure. Hey guys out in the chat, I also wanted to just let you know, go ahead if you've got any questions for AJ here, put them down in that chat. I'll definitely try to get to them as best as possible. Cody from Detecting Rods and Reels says, I'm just looking for some free fishing tips. That's why I have you on the stream tonight.
You can always text me, man. Well, if you're ever a free, during summer or whatever, anytime you're free, I always need a buddy to go fishing with. I don't like going alone.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's my bucket list this year is to get out more fishing for sure. My number one is ice fishing. I absolutely love ice fishing with a passion. And I would have to say kind of the, shore fishing would be number 2 and fly fishing is number 3, only because I haven't done it enough to really, get into it and understand it a whole bunch. So, we can both learn from each other, teach each other, and just have some good times out on the waters.
Absolutely. That's what it's about. Anytime I've ever fished, when I got into fishing with other people, they were all older gentlemen that have done it 30 years, before me. And I have learned from them, and I've also, have my own techniques that I, thought work. And one of my techniques is moving around. Boy, does it do a lot for you.
Yeah, for sure. I've gone to a couple different seminars with Bernie Keefe, who is a guide out on Granby, and that's one of the things that he says right away is if you're sitting stagnant, you're not gonna be on them. And he ends up moving. He says if you don't mark a fish or you don't get a bite in 10 minutes, you're in the wrong spot.
Absolutely.
Get out and move, and you're gonna find them. And the fish aren't sitting in one place; they're also moving. So you move with them, and at different times of the day, they're going to be in different sections. So you have to be open to moving. And like you said, drilling 80 holes out in Chatfield today, that's how you find the fish.
Yeah, it's physical work, and a lot of times you think to yourself a lot of times, man, am I wasting time? Just walking around and drilling. Well, you have to ask yourself, are you wasting time in the same spot, not catching anything, or are you moving around and catching, every 20 or so minutes?
Right. Well, I was watching a couple of your videos. I know that I can't remember which one exactly, but as soon as you got out to the lake, you have already targeted a certain depth that you're trying to find, and you'll drill a line, out. You'll find different depths, and do you use those holes then, throughout the day as they're moving shallow or going deeper or anything like that? Is that the idea?
Basically, yes. So a lot of the lakes. Oh boy, I just got flagged for using a link in the live chat. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Uh, so a lot of times you go to lakes that have no structure. The only structure you have is shallow and deep, right?
Sure.
Because
Sure.
those shells right there is where the predator fish are waiting to attack maybe the smaller ones or baits. So I usually try to, in all my videos, you'll notice I always mention I'm gonna drill holes in a zigzag pattern, because the zigzag pattern allows you to have different depths without you even knowing like whether it's deeper or shallower, right? Unless you're in a lake that's just completely flat. So the beauty of of drilling a lot is, well, when you drill 5 holes close to each other, you can tell whether something is a flat or a deep.
Sure.
And that's when I know how to fish that lake. Otherwise, if you're not looking at structure like that, you're wasting your time trying to think a fish might come by. But the truth is, if there's no structure, it's pretty hard for fish to be in that area.
That's absolutely true. And that's a great tip as well. So you were, I don't want to give away too much of what you were out doing today, but can you, I don't want to ruin any future videos. But what, what did you find that was out there?
Oh, it's okay. You're not ruining anything. It's Centennial State Park. I feel like everyone knows what it is. I even mentioned the water in my next video because I simply don't care. Everyone knows the water. I basically went, to those familiar with Chatfield, I went straight to the tower because I know that right next to the tower is 40 feet of water, and there was good 6-8 inches of ice, but I tried to drill a hole next to the actual tower, and it was 1 inch of ice, 44 feet below me. So I've never seen myself jump back like a horse so bad. So that was kind of too deep. I wasn't marking anything, and then I went shallower towards the rocks, towards the dam, and I got into 16 to 22 feet of water, and that's where I marked most of my fish. I was using a little pink tube that you would use for crappie, and I had an immediate smallmouth bass take that.
That's awesome, and that's really what you were looking for, huh?
I was looking for that, and there is like I said, 8 inches of water. The water temp was at 31 degrees. That right there is really shallow, and then it gradually goes to 16, 18, and 22, 36, 44 feet.
Wow. That's a big drop-off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's what you want. Remember the structure I was just telling you about?
Yes.
That's my only structure, because I'm not going to step on 1 inch of ice near the tower. The tower had solid ice. That's the best.
Okay, because it's so deep right there.
It's so deep, one, and that's a huge pillar. So you got that structure right there, and all the fish are hiding and hanging around. They have lifted the docks out of the water, so that structure is gone.
Gotcha.
I don't mean to keep going on, Tony, but I don't know if any of you are familiar. Chatfield is raising its water. It's making itself a bigger reservoir, so it's taking things out and digging more, so it's going to be bigger.
That's good to know. Bigger water means better fishing, hopefully.
I think so, or I think they're trying to profit from all the people that are paying to get in, and now they want to have full capacity.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, let's jump back over the chat. I saw some new people coming in here. We've got Adventures in Dirt. DK has joined us. He says, hello there, gang. I'm glad you made it over, DK. Hoosier Hillbilly 22. There's Veronica. I know Veronica is on, I've seen Veronica on your live streams there, AJ. Veronica, thank you so much for coming over. Let's see, who else came in? Oldies and Goodies. I didn't say hi to Al there. Al, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Anything? We need some questions for AJ here. I know AJ's new to my viewers, so it might be a little awkward to ask questions and things like that. But
and I got my viewers incoming slowly. A couple of them thought I was doing it on my channel, so they're telling me I'm late.
Yeah, that happens. That's fine. I see G Money Strong Adventure or Outdoors just got on.
Oh, G Money, what up, G Money?
G Money is an awesome channel. If you guys want to see some really good fishing and some outdoor stuff, G Money is great. There's Michael Graves. They are starting to filter in from your side there.
Yeah, you know, I put a little intro there with my rap music.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
So
Here's a good question that I really can't answer very well because I'm not very good at trying to catch these. Hopefully you have some insight. But DK from Adventures in Dirt wants to know, how far off the shore do you fish for walleye?
how far up the shore I fish for a walleye? Well, when I go to Chatfield, I like to go usually near the dam area where there's rocks, and well, as far as the rod lets me cast, which is usually like 20 feet. So how I do it is I do a slow little retreat back, um, especially the early months until summertime where they're a lot more aggressive, especially after the spawn. But for walleye, yeah, man, if we're talking from the months of June and on, honestly, you don't need to cast that far for them.
Yeah, and I will definitely second that. When we were over at the Sportsman's Expo, I was watching Nate Zielinski, and he was talking about targeting larger walleye. What he said was, we're all catching these 12 to 15-inch walleye, but where are we going to catch these 18 to 21-inch walleyes? And what he said was they're trying to get the best bang for their buck, so they're going to be up more shallower. And they're actually, I didn't know this, but those are going to be the females. The females actually grow bigger, and they like to be up in the shallow waters where they have kind of the advantage in finding the bait fish, so they can get bigger. So you're absolutely right. You don't have to be out in 20 feet of water in order to find some walleye or find the large walleye.
I tell you what, guys, my buddy and me had a competition once. He was on a boat, I was on the shore. They all went fishing for 8 hours. I literally fished for 8 hours off the actual shoreline, and I think I got like 8 fish, and they got 2.
That's crazy.
Now, if it was November, late November, when it was really cold, and they were on a boat, they'd probably catch more walleye. Walleye go to about 25 or 32 feet of water when it's November and on, so you'll catch them, deeper depth when you're shore fishing for walleye. It's pretty difficult unless you're at a lake that goes 25 feet immediately, but that's not our lakes here in the metro area.
Yeah, we don't have those here. We definitely have some nice gradual lakes. So
there was another question in here I don't want to miss that got asked. AJ, what bait from American Woodland Relics? AJ, what bait do you prefer to use as the seasons change through the year? The answer to that question is I don't like to use bait, especially with fly fishing. You can't. And secondly, I guess I like to use wax worms because they'll catch you anything. I don't care what fish species. And depending on if I'm fishing for walleye, then I'll switch to a cut. I had cut off minnow, so today I murdered probably 3 or 4 minnows. But that's the best way to get into walleye, I feel like, if you're using bait.
Absolutely. And I also, Paul seems kind of general in what fish he's looking for as well. I mean, that's going to, if you're targeting a walleye, if you're targeting, perch or anything like that, I mean, that's all going to be, all different. But, I like your answer for walleye for sure.
I want to make a point to people, though. I am not really into walleye. They're my least favorite fish out of all because I like a little fight, a little oomph in my fish, and I feel like bringing a walleye in is like, when you catch a wet shirt.
It's just heavy on the line, right?
Yeah, it's heavy on the line, but there's like no fight to it.
Yeah.
Smallmouth fight, and I have to reiterate that smallmouth in winter don't fight.
Right.
Smallmouth in summertime, crazy.
Yeah. Now I know you. I mean, you were out of Boyd, and you did get on some good walleye over there.
Absolutely, that was really fun, man. I just dropped it right between 2 docks, and it was fish after fish.
You guys you were fishing some crazy spots there, but they were producing, weren't they?
They were, and then apparently, the next day, Boyd Lake State Park made a post in red saying you are not allowed to fish from the docks.
Uh, and I will attest to that because guess who was out there the next day after that video?
Ooh,
Me. Yep.
Were you on the dock?
I was on a dock and they came out to me and actually I was out. I was on the ice and I was drilling holes all over the place trying to find them. And my wife had gone with me and she just literally brought a chair. She was sitting on the dock. That's all she was doing. All my gear was with me. It was, on the ice and stuff. They actually walked down the docks all the way down the other side to where she was sitting. She's like, "Well, you can't be sitting on the dock." Like she says, "I'm not fishing." Yeah, but we can't have that. Okay, so she literally picked up her chair, set it down on the ice, and sat down.
Yeah, I found out that the biggest reason is those are private, and the people don't want to take a risk if someone gets hurt on their dock that you can sue them.
Ah.
So they don't allow it, but I'm glad I got away with it to catch my master angler.
You did, yeah. And what was that fish that you got the master angler on?
Oh, the master angler was a white bass.
Nice.
Which is a 17-inch. You're required to have a 17-inch white bass as a master angler. I guess the average white bass in Colorado is 13 or 14 inches.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that video, I wish I had the link to it to put it on there. I don't know, AJ, if you have that, you can throw it up on the chat. We'll get it approved. But if you guys haven't seen that video, when he was out on Boyd and caught that white bass, it's very good, very, very good for sure. You got to check that one out.
It was one of my favorite videos, honestly, because it was such a good time. There were so many people in the fishing community hanging out. It was a joy. It was joy, really, doing that video.
Nice.
I'm trying to get the link for you guys.
Okay.
My second favorite, hands down, has to be the catching those wiper at Jackson. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I found a hole, and the rest is history.
I have never been on wiper, so that would be on my bucket list for this upcoming year.
Here we go. It is. The link has been put, and it said, "Oops, remove the web address and try again."
Oh, sorry. Let's see. We'll do it this way. All right, post it now. I just made I made you a moderator so you can post it.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Check that one out. That was a really, really good video. And in fact, that inspired me to actually drive up to Boyd the next day. And the funny story on top of that is, so I watched it and I loved it so much I wanted to get out there because it seemed like you were having a blast and you were doing really well. So I went up that night, and when I bought my pass, it was good for, what did it say, 24 hours, I think, or 12 hours or something like that. And so we fished until dark. We came back, and then I got up a couple hours later, drove back up to Boyd because my pass was still good, and I tried to get on the morning bite that next morning. So you inspired me enough to get out there twice within like a 12-hour period.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you did. And I was watching that video, and did you manage to get 2 or just 1?
I think I got 3.
No keepers, right?
No keepers. They were all like 13s. But it was a blast. It was a good time. Yeah. There you go. Hey, we've got one more question here from Thin Blue Diggers 5.0. What do you think is the best rig for walleye? Now, I know you said you're not the expert on walleye, but you have done some walleye fishing, so.
Oh, I can give you a rig that'll catch you as many walleye as you'd like, honestly. So a lot of people underestimate tube jigs. Tube jigs are amazing. They are probably one of the closest things that replicate a minnow, in my opinion. Just because of the way they float and the little tentacles in the back.
Yep.
Just give it a good definition as far as like a realistic fish look. So now that question could be asked a couple of different ways by people. Are you asking me from the boat in deeper water or from the shore? If I'm going from the boat, one of the best things you can do, set up 2 things you could set up that'll get you into walleye are tube jigs in white. You can even put a cut-off minnow on it to just add the flavor, or slobbing spoons, which are these very heavy, thick and thin, slender spoons that you just aggressively jig up and down. It works in better in some reservoirs over others. I would say Chatfield, a tube jig does really well for me off the boat. While if I go to Sterling or Jumbo, slabbing works really well. And that means jigging with a spoon, a slabbing spoon. That's the only difference.
And that spoon's just really reflecting and bringing in attention, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It's a reaction strike a lot of times, but
sure.
I have to say, as far as from the shore, and I'm sure Michael Graves in the chat because he fishes for walleye as well.
Yep.
He can attest on the fact that husky jerks are some real good jerk baits. Husky jerks, look up that brand, Spire Paula Husky jerks, in purple or silver with a red head are really good too. The way they're designed is when you're doing a jerk, a slow or a fast one, it really mimics a minnow very well.
Good tip. So, yeah, 5.0 was asking for a boat, so definitely the tube jigs or the tube skirts.
Jigs, well, yeah, the tube jigs and the slabbing spoons.
There you go.
So make sure you have and I wish I brought my tackle up.
Yeah, we should have done that. We were thinking. Oh well. You ran into the house is what you did. That's what you were thinking. And there's a good answer from Michael right there. Spoons fall, jigs in spring, summer with crawler harness, ice out is cranks.
Yeah, and that's the ice out, the cranks is great.
Yep.
The whole harness and trolling for me, I don't have a boat, so I can't attest to that.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with, or not in the same boat with you, I guess. I don't have one either. So I do a lot of my stuff from the shore, on that kind of stuff. That's why I like ice fishing so much, because you can get it out there.
So I highly recommend to those people that don't want to buy a boat. I'm actually about to purchase a hobby kayak, and I'm not saying that as actual brand like hobby, but the pedals. So you pedal your way around in the kayak, so you don't have to do this. You just use your feet. But it'll get you in a lot of places. And, there's a lot of lakes in the metro area that has no wake zones. So those are the best ones to even fish. So you can get around, even though there's power boats, there's an area for you to be able to fish with those as well.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot more fishing channels lately, and I have seen a lot of those hobby kayaks. The one I did watch a video, I think this morning, and she was out. She's in Panama, but she was out there, kicking or whatever they want to call that for 8 straight hours against the current and through the wind and stuff. And she said that was one of the hardest things she's ever done in her life. So I know that it takes a lot of energy to get around like that.
Oh yeah, man! I have a one-man pontoon, and my abs burn in summertime as I'm doing this across the whole lake.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sick of it. I want to spend time fishing, not rowing.
Right.
Hey, I get confused, and it's funny, but YouTube has live chat or top chat, and I always, by default, it's always top chat, so I missed a bunch of messages.
Oh. Yeah, if you're on the stream, you should just go to the live chat.
I am there now. That's why I'm like, where are you seeing these questions?
Yeah, Thin Blue Digger says, when I'm back in Ohio, we'll hit Lake Erie in between digging. Yeah, that's one thing I miss being out here in Colorado. I'm originally from Ohio, so I grew up, fishing on lakes and small ponds. The river fishing and those kind of things are all different to me. So I'm not very good at those. But anything in ponds, and gosh, I really want to get out and do some ice fishing on Lake Erie. That's where you can drive your car out, 6 miles onto the lake. And you find walleye, as big as your buddy is.
I heard that there's bars out there too. I've seen a video, but there's a bar on the lake out there, and you're literally jigging for walleye while drinking a beer.
Probably nothing better than that, right?
Oh man, that's heaven.
Hey, there's Lucas Kaplan. Lucas is joining us now over in the chat. Hey, one of the things I really wanted to know is, out of the 6 years that you've been fishing, what is your best memory that you have, like experience of fishing, and what was that?
Oh man, I know this is gonna sound obvious. But it is that lake trout that I caught at Willie
Yep.
that was 34 inches.
Yep.
From the moment it hit and taking it everywhere, man, my heart could not stop pumping because all I could think of, it's gonna snap off.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose it.
Well, I was hoping you would say that. I've got the video right here. I'm playing it above your head on the stream here, but I don't know. There's gonna be some lag, so you're not gonna see it in real time. But so I mean, the fight itself it took you like 10 minutes to bring this in, right?
Oh yeah, 10 minutes, and every time I got it close, it started peeling drag, and it would go 40 or 50 feet.
Jeez.
And it would be that beautiful, and I didn't even give it any drag, man. I had that as tight as I could because I didn't want that hook to come out of its mouth.
Yeah.
But he kept taking it, and he wasn't gonna break off. I had a 20-pound braid, and 20-pound braid is pretty strong. I had a rod once get caught in a motor. The braid survived. My rod was threaded in 6 pieces. So we had to unravel the braid from the motor. That's how strong braid is.
Jeez. Yeah, right now we can see it. It's peeling line like crazy. It's just going straight down to the bottom again.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, yes. Oh, I thought it was the one behind you. I'm also at the same lake on the TV behind you.
Oh yeah. I've got that going.
Yeah, that one on behind you is about to reach 5,000. I'm amazed at that. But yeah, that was one of my craziest moments, man. I have watched that video myself.
Yeah.
About 19 times. So 19 views just for me.
So you're getting it up pretty close here. Your buddy, he's down. He's just getting ready. I mean, at the point that the head gets close to the hole, kind of what's going through your mind here? I mean, you're able to finally see it, right?
Well, at this point, I tell the friend on the left side, I don't care if his teeth cut your finger. You gotta grab him by the mouth because I am not losing this fish. Like, I'm 5 years, man, of that lake.
Yeah.
And he's like, basically, even though I told the one with the gloves on, Greg, which is Greg, are you in this chat? If you are, man, say hello. He basically got to it first and grabbed him perfect by the chin.
Yep.
And hit him, which is the safest way you could grab that fish, guys. You don't grab them by the gill plate. Don't grab them by the mouth because you're gonna get cut. Grab them by the gill. Grab them under the mouth. So
the head's just coming up right now, and he's gonna grab it. Well, he's gonna try to grab it. And I know you're telling him just pull it. I don't care what you have to do. Just pull it out, right?
Yeah. Yep. I'm like, grab it. He has like thick gloves that were meant for.
So he got it right there. And he's holding this thing, and it's video on your GoPro as you're watching him pull out your fish, right? And I know that you were just itching to hold this thing.
I am, but at the same time, I want to land it and I want to record it. Like, I got the hooks on it. And oh, man. Oh. You know what that looks like when you deliver your first baby, your son.
You were holding it just like that. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And the best thing right there, what was it? Catch and release, right? You sent it back down the hole.
Catch and release, man, because I, for one, don't eat them. And two, you can't keep them if they're over 34 inches anyways. It's a rule.
Gotcha.
Because they want to preserve game fish. They want you to have a battle like that and enjoy that. Now, I want everyone to know that those fish live up to 55 years. That fish right there was 35 plus years old. That fish was older than me, guys. I respected my elder and I released him.
And I'm sure that you want to go back and catch it again and just have fun with that, right?
Absolutely.
I can't
catching
wait
to get into another one. And I've had a lucky year, guys. That was my third Laker that was almost at 30 inches or past 30.
That's a pretty darn good year, man.
That was that 31 incher at Twin Lakes. That was probably I thought I was never going to top that.
Right. Well, that's it's. I know that I have a lot of followers that we all do metal detecting, and that's kind of the same thing with fishing. Is anytime that you're out there at any moment, you could get on something that is completely life-changing. Your best find, your best fish. I mean, your best fight that you've ever had, the one that got away. Like any of those different things can happen at any second when you're out fishing.
What Shaka? What are you talking about?
I think Shaka was here to if we were doing some metal detecting talk,
Oh.
some dirt fish. We call it dirt fishing.
That ain't no lake, Huey.
Yeah, that's funny. That's awesome. So, one thing I wanted to do while we were here, I wanted to show you. I went over to, I know we were talking last night. We've decided that we're going to go fishing this weekend, right?
Yes.
So,
I can't wait, man. I never fished with Tony, you guys, and it's really hard to get him to come out, but hopefully we can do it.
So I went fishing. I got some new line.
Ooh.
Have you tried the fire line?
Have I? No, I just use regular line.
Okay, I thought I would try it. It's 8-pound, but it is braided, so I don't know.
Oh, 8-pound braid, yes, that's perfect.
It'll be good
I'll
there.
tell you what, 8-pound braid is more like, is gonna get you a 20-pound fishing.
Hey, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I picked up a Swedish pimple. It was white with, it's kind of like a pink. I know you were talking about pink colors. It's got a pink shiny part on it. And they didn't have those HD ice that you were talking about, but I found some slab wraps. I've got this one. It's like pink and yellow. This is the one I thought might work. It's kind of like a reflective pink. And then I've got a purple one here too.
And no worries on the HD ice. I've got plenty of them.
Yeah, I know that I've got a couple as well. So, but what I wanted to do is I'm not gonna lie. I picked up an extra one just so we can give it away on the stream tonight. So we're gonna do the giveaway right now. Are you good? Are you good with that? Give away a purple one.
Is it purple or is it pink?
This one's purple. It's tough to show. I mean it kind of goes down to pink. It's a multicolor.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a let's do a giveaway right now. Michael says he'll take it. You got to win it first. So how we're gonna do that? We do the giveaways on my channel that I do for coin roll hunting and things like that. In the chat, you guys, when I say go, you're gonna put a number 1 to 100. Now, AJ and I have already come up with a number. I have it written down. I'm gonna put the pen down right now, so I'm not cheating here. I've got a number here, 1 to 100. The first one to get it is gonna win some new gear here. So
now, can people randomly keep guessing?
Keep guessing. Yep, keep going until we have a winner. And there's some lag, so it's gonna be kind of difficult, but it's fun. So if you guys are ready, let's do it. AJ, you call it out. When to start? 1 to 100.
Go.
And like I said, there'll be some lag to get people to start, but they'll start rolling in here.
That'll be fun. I can't wait to see who guesses that number first.
Here we go.
Nope. 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 Oh no. Not even close.
Well, we've only got 16 people, so it might take a while.
Oh no. Almost. Oh,
we'll see.
Oh, by 1. Oh, someone missed by 1.
Yeah, there's some
now
close
they're gonna
ones.
start typing.
Keep going. I don't see it yet. Have you seen it?
I don't see it.
All right.
Someone missed by 1.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even say though.
No, don't say who it is.
This is too fun. Oh no, no.
Hey, the last time I did a giveaway, it took like 3 guesses and somebody hit it. It was just like, how did that happen? We're getting close.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
Duluth.
Yep. We got it, guys.
711.
Everybody stop.
Lou,
yep.
Stop it. You're good.
Lou D711. I'm going to go back up to the top. I know I didn't see it yet, but the number, whoops, right here, number 33. So let me go back up to the top and just verify. Yeah, oh man, Oldies and Goodies had 32. That's the one you were talking about.
Yeah.
Lou had 32.
But Lou corrected himself and said 33.
Yep, he did. Lou wins it. 33. Great job, Lou. Lou, I've got your address already. He's won on my channel before.
Oh, okay, so that's...
Which is awesome. That's great. Lou, I'm going to send this out your way, buddy.
Does Lou live in Colorado?
Lou lives in Staten Island, New York.
Does he fish?
I don't know. Let's find out. Lou, how much fishing do you do, buddy?
He's like, I hate it. I just wanted to feel like a winner.
Well, you know what, though? Maybe this will get him started. That wouldn't be a bad deal.
Look at Lucas. He's typing 33 now twice.
Yeah. Lucas is that kind of guy right there, huh? Lou didn't cheat.
Lucas has a freaking, I guess, a private crappie pond.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I told him I will pay if I could do an episode there and never say the location.
No, you could definitely keep it secret. That's for sure.
I think it'd be just fun to see. Oh boy, Lou, that lure will not even go 10 feet when you go deep.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I would love to see a little episode out there with Lucas. That would be amazing, man. You and I talked about doing some pan fishing.
Yeah, well, yes, we have, except you got the jewel of the lake you went to. I won't say a damn thing. As a matter of fact, I'd like to film there with you with a tent over us, so we don't even have to show the outside.
We'll go out there soon. We'll go out there soon.
Yeah, I'd like that a lot, man, because to get into perch like that, I would...
Yep, that's what I
told me. You're making me give you the perch I catch, so...
Oh, yeah, if I can take somebody out there who's going to give me all their fish, absolutely. Especially if it's perch, right?
Absolutely. Hey, Lou, yeah, of course, man.
Yep.
You probably have way more species than we do, Lou.
This will work well off the pier for you, buddy. I'll get that sent out to you right away, all right? Let's see. I got another good question for you here. I wrote down some stuff, so.
I've got more people coming, so
sweet.
If we could extend it a little longer.
Oh yeah.
People that are not in here could join because some of them are having dinner.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. So Lucas says, "Come to my private lake and catch like 100 crappie in an hour." That's crazy.
You know.
We're gonna have to do some research and find out who this Lucas guy is.
Yeah, Lucas, how old are you? Last time you said you were 13. I don't fish with 13-year-olds. I'm not trying to be funny.
No.
Yeah, it's nice. Somebody's still typing down.
Jim Steele just says 77. Jim, we already got a winner, buddy. Lucas says he's 15.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some work on Lucas. We'll figure it out.
Sounds good. If your dad can help us, if your dad allows us to fish there with you guys,
there you
the
go.
whole family, man, we'll do it. Do another giveaway. You guys fish more.
Lou, I'll send you some stuff, Lou. Lou's gonna let it go back in.
All right. So should I type you a different number in the chat?
Text me a number.
Okay. We're gonna do this again. Okay.
Lou's paying it forward. Lou is paying it forward right now for the prize that he just won. Lou, you know I'll hook you up, brother. I'll send you out something nice. I'll take care of you, okay?
Lou, you're a good man. I appreciate it, man.
And I hope you're not offended or anything by anything that was said at all.
Oh no, I think we made him laugh when he said deep sea fishing, and I said that we will get out to 5 feet.
Yeah. All right.
I'm texting you the number, Tony.
All right. I'm ready. Lou, man, you're an outstanding man. I knew that already, but this just kind of reinforces it, Lou. Thank you. Well played. Lou says, "Hey, where's my safe space?" Lou needs a safe space for telling him it was only going to go 5 feet. All right. So I have a number. I'm going to write it down. Just got it texted to me. So 2 people know the number, and that's it. We're going to do the number thing again. Yes. You want to do 1 to 100 again?
Yeah. Let's do 1 to 100 again.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys. Ready? Go.
Gonna win this. 1 to 100, as many guesses as you want. First one correctly wins it.
Nope. That's not it. Just the 2 of them. No. Oh, hey, Sean. Welcome to the channel. No. This is way too fun, man. I'm going to start doing giveaways just for this.
We got some good guesses here. Some close ones.
Adventures in Dirt. You got it.
There we go. Stop. The lucky number 3.
It's amazing how the locals can win it.
Well, Adventures in Dirt actually lives up in Longmont.
Oh, there we go. Sweet. Somebody.
Yep. So DK from Adventures in Dirt wins the slab wrap. And I know one thing. He's going to add this to his collection because he's been trying to get me to take him out ice fishing. So,
Adventures in Dirt has?
Yes.
Hey, man, we should all do it as a group. I got,
Absolutely.
A couple of my buddies, man. We should all do it as a group, man.
Absolutely. We'll definitely come up with a big spot to go to, so we're not all on top of each other.
Absolutely.
And get out there and do well. Good job, DK. Congratulations, sir. You're gonna get this slab wrap. Let's do one more giveaway, please. What else am I giving away here?
You know what's around your house.
I know. Let's see. What have I got?
Right, the next giveaway is a GoPro. I'm kidding.
Kidding. Hey, that's funny. Look at.
I know, right? This thing actually served me some purpose today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what sucks, guys? If you get a GoPro, today when I fished, it was 9 degrees. I didn't get any fish marked, so I didn't like turn it on for a while. And then that 16-inch smallmouth bass hits. The camera is so frozen it won't start.
Oh.
It starts recording when I have it out of the hole.
Because it's so slow when you start to turn it on, you press record, and it just.
Yeah. So unfortunately, my first smallmouth bass was not recorded, but my second smallmouth bass and the 2 other rainbows have. So I've got a little 7-minute episode, I think, out of it.
That's all right. I want to see it. I want to see you catch the first smallie.
I'm excited. I think people will love it, and I think it'll get checked out a lot. Hey, welcome, Beth D. I'm sure that's one of your followers, Tony.
Yeah, I actually. Beth lives just east of me, and we do metal detecting together. We've gone out a couple times, and she's good. She's a good subscriber, good friend.
Right on.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone that's joined so far. Lucas and
Lucas wants me to give away my entire arsenal.
Wow.
Hey Lucas, I'll tell you what. Since this is the initial debut of the fishing report, you make sure you check into all of the other ones. All right. I've got a subscriber for life because we'll do a giveaway every episode. How's that, buddy? And Hoosier Hillbilly wants me to give away anything but the leg lamp. I don't know if you can see that, AJ. I have this the leg lamp from A Christmas Story.
Yeah, I can. That's crazy. Can you guys see my fish?
I don't. The way we've got it cropped, you can't see.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. So, the one question I wanted to ask you: if you had only one fish and one body of water, what would you target?
One fish and one body in Colorado.
Yeah, let's go Colorado right now.
Yeah, because I've not done international stuff.
Right, right.
Otherwise, I'd tell you a bass in the Amazon. But I would have to say one lake. You said one fish in one lake.
Yep.
I love lake trout with passion, and I would love to go out to Twin Lakes all day for a week, just so I can touch every square inch of that lake and catch as many lakers as I can. Second favorite would have to be Williams Ford, even though that normally that's my favorite lake, but the one lake if I had a choice would be Twin Lakes, due to its big size and multiple species. So not only do I have a chance to get into a nice laker, but some other fish, but for laker purposes, Twin Lakes.
It's a good answer, man. I don't think you'd have very many people argue with that one.
Smallmouth at Sheffield, Sean said.
Well,
that's legit, man. I love smallmouth.
yeah. Now you're hooked, huh?
Oh yeah, but you know, the reason why I choose Lakers over every other fish species, Tony, once we get out there and I get you in one, there is nothing more fun than catching a fish at 72 feet of water,
Yep.
bringing it up all the way to you, and losing it, and that same fish, coming back to take it again.
Sure.
It happens so many times, man. I can't wait. I kind of think of myself as a guide in a way that does it for free. If I don't get you into a fish, I will let you bitch slap me in the live stream.
No, we won't do that. We don't do that. No, I fished for Lakers at Green Mountain, Granby. Where else have I been? A couple different places, and I agree that pulling them up from so deep in the water is just something that you have to experience. And I think one of the things on either your last video or the one before that was that you had said was the hook set is so important when it comes to lake trout, not only because of the structure of their mouth, but how deep you are. You got to take into account all that stretch when you pull that.
Oh yeah.
So your hook set, it needs to be serious.
It does, because there's a lag time if you're doing it just, you know, a little bit. And when I was learning how to fish for lake trout, I did not listen to my mentors, and I had no idea. But now I know. But when I tell other people to set the hook with an attitude, no one literally does it the first few times. It's underestimated at how much you have to set that hook. I just want to answer Sean's question real quick.
Yep.
Catch any nice lakers at Jefferson Lake ever? Sean, this is going to sound funny or crazy, but I have caught lake trout at Jefferson Lake in open water in June and May, and they were 20 to 22 inch lake trout. But I've never done an ice fishing again. I don't know if you know where Jefferson Lake is, Tony.
No.
It's almost at 11,000 feet. It
Okay.
has snow on the ground in June when you go up there. Right now you can't get to it because it's literally a 5-mile snowmobile ride to the top of a mountain.
They closed down that road, right? Before
Absolutely.
it? Yeah.
But it's if you don't like the heat and it's 90 degrees here, that place never goes above 65. In summertime, it's a joy.
Yeah, Sean says you have to snowmobile in. It's
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
far.
that's what I was saying. 5
Yeah,
miles.
yeah.
I think it's actually more, but it's worth it, man. There's nobody there.
Hey, I got MG here in the chat now. She actually, she's another one of my digging buddies, but she wants to know if you're a Colorado native.
I'm from Croatia, MG, but I've only lived in Colorado ever since I came to the United States. So I guess natively, I've only lived in the state.
Gotcha. Digging with Marty, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you coming on here, buddy.
I bet they're not used to just you interviewing a fisherman on the channel.
Yeah, it's a little bit different with this being the kind of kickoff to the whole series. I am planning next week, and we haven't let the cat out of the bag yet, but I do have a metal detecting show coming. So we're planning on for adventure or 5280 adventures, alternating between fishing and metal detecting. So we'll be doing this next week with a metal detecting guest, and that'll look for that information to come out here pretty soon. So trying to let everybody in on all the things that I have interests in my life and stuff. So kind of evolving the channel a little bit. Kind of a little bit for everybody.
Sounds awesome, man. So we're fishing for sure this weekend?
Saturday it's a go. I've got the bait or the lures that I haven't given away. I'm bringing with me. We're gonna get out, target some of those Lakers, and we're gonna have a couple awesome videos come out from that. I guarantee that.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I am probably not going to even fish until you catch first.
Get out of here.
No, I do this every time with my friends, man. I do it every time. It is something I have to do to make sure you get your first, because I know I will. Well,
uh-oh. You're going to jinx yourself there. I'm going to outfish you there, buddy.
But the goal is to get you into them, and we want to be there early. So I don't know if we can get up at 3 a.m. and be ready.
We'll be up early. We'll be up. So the thing about my channel is, when I involve my son, when we go fishing or metal detecting or coin roll hunting, anything that we do, we always have competitions. So it's the first fish or the most fish or the biggest fish or something like that. So, you know, maybe we'll cook up something between you and I.
Yeah, let's do that, man. And
there's nothing wrong with some good competition, right?
There is nothing wrong with that. And I'll be doing some filming. I'll be doing some filming of you, so we're going to get to a good episode, I assure you of that.
No, I know that.
Because so just the people, they're wondering, yes, I love to fish, but one of my other favorite things is videography, cinematography. I love video. I love making a good video, and that's just as important as fishing.
Yeah. If you guys haven't checked out Colorado Fisher, you have to look, you have to kind of watch his episodes and start at the beginning and go all the way through, because every single one of them has different things that you focused on and expanded on and gotten better with your the episodes and stuff. And I go back, I've watched a couple of them over and over again because I'm really impressed with the drone footage, or you know, how you take this certain angle, and you know, how you're letting people know what's going on, and all those things. So I've really enjoyed watching your episodes for sure.
You know, I've had a few channels I've followed that they're like 100,000 subscriber channels that have done a great job at explaining stuff to help me, and all I can do is pay it forward to help somebody else. Oh my gosh, so they're asking us to well, it's always funny. I mean, I guess we should do something. Only if we could get a live stream out of it, I guess, so that they can.
So yeah, there's a backstory to this pink tutu thing. So I'll let you in on that when we hook up on Saturday.
Sounds good. I'll tell you about something else that we do as friends that the last one to catch a fish gets, but it's not appropriate on the channel. So
okay.
I'll tell you what we fish. Looks like we have a couple of stories to talk about, man.
Yeah, we got lots of stuff we'll talk about.
Oh, perfect. Let's see. Someone had a question.
Yeah, Sean did.
Oh, Sean did.
What's your guys' favorite metro lake to fish?
You go first.
Why? I don't know. That's tough because I've done well and I've enjoyed Aurora Reservoir. I lived out that direction for when I moved to Colorado myself. I lived real close to that reservoir, and I went out there. And this was before I went ice fishing, but I would fish for bass out there. And that was my little getaway to go out and do some bass fishing out there, and I had a blast. I've got a couple episodes where I did some perch fishing out there from 2 years ago, and so I've done really well out there, but I haven't done really well recently out there. So I don't know if that's... I would say Aurora, just because it's something that I've done and fished for a long time. How's that?
Perfect. So mine, gosh, this is going to be my third metro lake I fished for. So I've been to Boulder Reservoir, I've been to Boyd, I've been to Jackson, and I have been to Chatfield.
Mm.
So I have to say, Boyd is my favorite because I've done it for years now. I love all the variation of species I can get into. It's one of the best perch lakes to me, at least. Um, so Boyd, because of the multi-species chance that you can get.
Yeah, and I think that one's kind of moving up on my list as well because I had a really good time being out there when I have been, and I'm interested. I mean, I've heard that there's catfish in there too.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot, guys! I wish I had this picture. Me and my buddy went fishing and I marked a huge hump on my fish finder, and I tell him it doesn't want my bait. I think it's coming after you. It was a 27-inch channel cat.
Oh my gosh. Now, fishing in Ohio, we had some really good catfish out there as well. So, um, I would love to find some good spots. I know there's some spots up near your area as well as where DK's at, and I know that they've got catfish out there in those ponds and stuff. So, that's something that I've pledged for myself to get better at for this year.
My next goal is to catch a largemouth bass to be ice.
You know, that small pond that you want me to get you out on, they've got some largemouth out there.
Oh man, I feel like I should pay you when you take me there.
No. We'll go out and have a good time again. Well, maybe we'll do some more competition.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you about that one because I like juicy little details before the reveal.
Of course, of course.
Let's see.
Um,
That's sweet. Thanks, Mines Chetfield, just because I live so close. Yeah, Sean, I was I don't know when you joined, Sean. I was out there all day, man. I got there at 6:50 a.m. and I left at, I don't know if I should tell Tony, but I left at 4 I left at 4:45.
oh man.
That's a far drive, Tony. I am lucky the traffic was not crap.
Yeah. Well, I would have forgiven you. There was a good reason to be late.
Yeah. So we were gonna I was gonna say to some people that were interested in knowing some ice thickness at places.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, if anyone's planning to go to Jackson, it's still safe, but there's open water in the middle technically now, because of the wind the other day. Chatfield is at a safe 8+ inches. It was really cold out there today, and any of the mountain lakes, they're all good too. So if anyone is curious, Aurora has got some really safe ice in their coves, and I think it's fully capped now, maybe thinner in the middle.
Sean's saying Chatfield's over 8 inches, so I mean you confirmed that today.
Yeah, no, it was safe.
Yeah, I definitely need to get out on Chatfield. I was pretty jealous that you made it out there this morning. Some of us have to go to work during the day.
I know. You know what Paul Sauer told me?
Huh.
He said, Jesus, do you ever work?
That sounds just like Paul.
I said, dude, guys, I have 3.5 weeks of vacation because I've never taken vacation because I work so much. So my only vacation is every other week I'll take a weekday off.
That's awesome. I love that. I love fishing on weekdays. That's the best time because you don't get the pressure. If you're going to head up to the mountains on I-70, you're not getting that freaking traffic up there.
No.
Nothing wrong with fishing during the week.
And Sean, I agree, Sean. Last year it was crap, as well as fishing and everything. This year we've got some great ice, guys. We've had an actual winter this year. We got pounded with snow, and it's been great. Fishing has been good. I'll tell you what, the fishing is good because cold water and snow and new water is oxygen, fresh oxygen for fish. So these fish are active and happy because of the new water that they received. Consistent water inflow is good oxygen for fish. And the only reason I say that is as a ice fisherman, as a fly fisherman, there's nothing better than waters with rivers that get new water from the mountain, from the runoff. That's fresh oxygen.
Absolutely, that's a good thing, man.
You can tell I've been reading books.
Sean, I want to get out on Chatfield with you, so we'll be in touch because I think you said it was like 10 minutes from your house. Is that what he said?
Yeah, hey Sean, if you know some great spots and get us into some stuff, man, I'll take it.
I'm around the corner from Chatfield too, so we'll get together, maybe hook up, um, get out there together. We'll see.
Hey Tony, do you like my new intro? It's right behind you.
Yes, I really enjoyed that. As a matter of fact,
Yeah, I was trying to come up with one that was quick and easy and not cheesy.
no, it's very good. You guys got to check out. No, which video was this? This was the gloomy day one. Is that right?
That one right there was me going after Lakers and getting busted. $135 ticket, man.
Oh, the speeding. That's
Which I
right.
have to pay tonight or it'll be worse.
Uh-oh. You better send in your payment.
That's right. I live in Roxborough. I always thought that Roxborough had a lake. I don't see why people would go to that state park. I saw a lake there. I asked CPW if I could fish it, and they said no. And I said, well, what's the point of the state park? He goes to walk the dogs. Oh,
yeah,
look,
that's right.
IAF_fishing TVs and
There you go. There you go.
you guys subscribe to him if you have not.
Nope.
He is
Great
Colorado
fishing channel right
fisherman.
there.
What's up?
Great fishing channel.
Absolutely. He is the counterpart to my videos. I can't tell you how many crazy adventures, how many miles of walking we've done on ice and up the mountain. It's unbelievable how exhausted and tiring our trips are, but we enjoy them. It's worth it every back break.
Of course, I think you said that in one of your videos. You were like, it makes it all worth it when you hook into something, or you make those memories of being with each other, sitting on the ice, just kind of chatting it up. I mean, all of those things, it's worth it.
Absolutely, man. And one of my favorite things is at the end of the day, you talk about the memories you just made through that day, whether you catch something or nothing. But when you do catch something big, something unexpected, the stories go on for months and years.
Absolutely, and then also the way that you get to document it now and upload it to YouTube, and it's burned into history right there.
Oh, hey, Alexander9147. That's right. Hey, thanks for the tip, man.
Perfect.
And I didn't get a chance to respond, and I only read the tip on my way home after I already went to Chatfield. And I don't know if it was yeah, he did message me. That was really cool of you, man. I appreciate it.
Cool.
Small
Yeah, you had mentioned Fishbrain to me. I still haven't got on there yet, but I'll get on there.
Oh, and Sean, to answer your question, I targeted them between 25 and 30 feet. I kind of started there, and then HiAF_fishing TV sent me a heat map or a map of all the depth of Chatfield. So I kind of went off his map to move around. But Sean, my biggest tip to you, finding smallmouth bass, is go along the dam in the rocky area, anywhere between 15 and 25 feet should do well.
It's a good tip, man. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, thank you for doing this, Tony. It was really cool to talk to people and
yeah, it's been fun.
And give away.
You like the giveaway, huh?
I love the giveaway. Hey, Chris, Hi AF Fishing TV, you missed it, man. We did a giveaway on a lure, and we asked people to pick a number 1 to 100, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Just scrolling numbers all the way up. I mean, I think when we did it, we only had 15 to 20 people. I've seen chats that do giveaways, and there's 40, 50 people in there. You can't even read it. It's going so fast. It's so difficult to find out who the winner was.
Yeah. Hey, Sean. I'm sure the people do crappy by the tower because they don't move around. But today the tower paid off for me. usually the tower pays off for me, open or closed water.
That's another good tip, like you said earlier, man. I see Paul's heading out. Paul, thank you so much for being on, buddy. He's a huge supporter of my channel, so thank you. American Woodland Relics. Make sure you're subscribed to him. He's a great guy. I know somebody else was trying to get up George's Fishing Show. Make sure you guys are supporting each other's channels, of course. Of course.
Yeah, hey, yeah, you follow High AF Fishing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go out to Chatfield tomorrow.
Again, I have to work.
Yeah, so we,
unfortunately.
I have to work too. I have to work for sure. But
yeah.
I have good news. I am gonna ask for a vacation.
Do it. You deserve it.
Vacation next week, and then what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm planning a split trip between Leadville, Colorado, and Granby, Colorado. And when I go to Granby, I'm gonna do a 4-day stay. I'm gonna fish 4 different lakes out there. I'm gonna do an episode of all 4 lakes, and then I'm gonna head over to Leadville and probably fish Turquoise Twins, Crystal Lake, and some few other ponds that you can pay $5 to get in and fish that have huge rainbows and browns.
That's pretty crazy. When are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna talk to the tomorrow.
Yeah.
And before, I have a lot of projects that were coming up that are gonna keep me busy as all, man, and make me use my brain. So I just want to clear my mind, go away, and come back. So hopefully next week, because I get paid next week, so I want to take some
sweet
money and go away.
Sweet. That sounds awesome.
And drone is gonna get used like crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. It does sound like a great vacation. I think Veronica wants to head over with you.
Sounds like a great vacation. Yeah, it's gonna be a cold one. It's funny, people think I'm gonna sip martinis there. I'm gonna probably be pulling a sled all over the lake and freeze my, hairs off.
But that's the kind of vacation that we enjoy, though.
Minus 45 with the wind chill tomorrow. Nobody's going to work around here tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Where do you live, in Antarctica, man?
I don't know where Marty's at. I think he's on the East Coast. He's part of that big, huge storm, I think. Pretty sure.
That's the type of storm that I would like to come through Denver. Okay, if we get one night of negative 45, man, I think we can metro ice fish any lake.
Oh yeah, right? No sketchy ice anywhere.
Wow, Lucas. I don't know. Let me see if I have a 50 in my pocket.
Lucas wants free stuff. Told you, Lucas, you got to check in every week now. So Marty's northwest corner of Illinois on the Wisconsin border.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go. So he's basically in Canada.
There you go.
So if I lived where Marty lives, I would probably have 150 episodes on my channel by now.
I agree 100%, and I think my wife's happy that we don't live up there, because I'd be calling in sick to work every single day. I would be fishing literally every single day.
We should have Marty. Marty should start a fishing channel, because ice fishing one particularly, because he could have many options up there.
I know, right? That's on my bucket list too, to head up there into the Wisconsin area and do some ice fishing too. There you go.
Man.
Hey, we've been on like an hour and 18 minutes. It's coming up close to 7:30 here, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna shut this down. But I wanted to thank you personally. I do really appreciate you going out on a limb with this being the first episode, working out all the kinks that we had. I really do appreciate it a lot, and I'm looking forward to going fishing with you Saturday, man.
Not a problem. I cannot wait. Thank you, everybody, for joining. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you supporting 5280 Adventures, and me. Couldn't be more thankful. Appreciate it. And you guys, I do a live stream every Friday at no specific time, but every Friday, if you guys ever are interested in any more fishing stuff. All we talk about is fishing and various things. Thank you, Tony, and thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
All right. Hey, hang on the line a second. I'm going to get this sent off, and we'll talk offline. All right? Hold on.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on the first episode of the Fishing Report. I appreciate all the support. This is going to be a bi-weekly episode probably. So be on the lookout for it. And I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. But thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.